This is Rev Dan Holloway with revdan.org and the program Awaken the Greater You. So glad you could be here today. This program is an 11-day program of self-discovery. It's designed to help you see from a variety of perspectives. We share every day universal and provable principles that you can apply in your life to express more of what and whom you came here to be, to express more of your inherent greatness. Each day we will explore readings from the book Knowing God More, which was 7 years in the making, followed by steps for deeper understanding. And the program, as I mentioned before, is free. But if you want, you can purchase the book or donate at the website revdan.org. So welcome, let's get started. Remember, you're free to share your thoughts or questions in the comments of the Facebook Live broadcast. Today's lesson is next steps. I consider myself to be one of the luckiest people in the world because I get to share in the joys of others as they share the miracles that happen in their lives, getting married or christening a child, for example. I also get to share with others as they face difficulties, seemingly impossible situations and losses, loss of a job, a marriage, vibrant health, or loss of a loved one by death. I get to experience with others these highs and lows of life, holding to a constant faith that although things do indeed sometimes look bleak or even hopeless, we can make it through and we can come out the other end stronger. Not only do I believe in miracles, but I also believe no one miracle is really greater than any other. Miracles just take different forms. I've also learned over time that one's attitude can make a major difference in the appearance of miracles. Quantum physics states that we actually affect what we observe by the act of observing. By extension, I postulate that we have an effect on the conditions of our lives by how we choose to see them. Now, this doesn't mean that we should ignore the obvious. When we break a leg, we break a leg. A broken leg is painful, inconvenient, and may even limit us for a time. But the condition does not have to define us. Similarly, we can choose how we see anything that comes our way, the ups and downs, the obstacles, the successes, by observing, by opening to the unlimited possibilities of spirit, of the universe. We usher in the miracles. You have likely experienced miracles. Have you found something that you were absolutely sure was lost? Have you had an unexplainable coincidence bring a helpful person into your life? Have you had a physical or emotional healing? I know a man who was facing many depressing obstacles. He had recently become divorced. His job security was uncertain, like many of his other co-workers. Somehow, though, he remained hopeful that these problems would work out, even if that outcome seemed far from possible. He heard about a workshop to help people gain a new perspective about life and decided to attend and take his mind off of his problems. This uplifting experience recharged him about being open to the positive possibilities in life. He couldn't explain why, really, but he just felt better. And his boss did indeed call him into the office. But instead of being fired, he was offered a $10,000 raise because of his diligence and his commitment to the job. Although the business had to cut back in some areas and lay off some people, management did not want to lose those most important to the success of the business, and they saw value in him. I need to remind myself from time to time, and I will offer to you, that we are more than just physical beings suffering our way through life. As Ernest Holmes declared, we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual law. Our existence includes a force that is greater than our circumstances and yet accessible to each of us through the power of our thoughts and words and feelings. I am no longer surprised by miracles. I'm simply delighted. Miracles are happening all the time. Our part in miracles is simply to be open to them. We can choose how we think, speak, and even feel about our life circumstances. When we put our attention on the positive possibilities, regardless of the limiting experiences, we affect the outcome. And in many ways, that ability makes each one of us the luckiest person in the world. The Rev Holloway takeaway for today is to know that you and only you are in charge of how you see your life. We are always co-creating with the universe, with God, with our higher power, by our thoughts, by our perspectives. Choose today to take the next step in your soul enrichment. Change the thoughts that are not blessing you or others. Look for and find at least 3 things for which you have great gratitude, and then open your life for miracles. We have 3 steps for deeper understanding. Number 1, think about the words you use to describe your life when somebody asks you how you're doing. You say, I think I'll make it, or fine, thanks, or better. That's usually and generally not the whole truth. Be real, but speak in positive, affirmative ways to describe your life. Secondly, there are certain words or phrases you may use to describe yourself or your life that can limit you. Make a list of some specific examples of limiting phrases you may have used. Do you use words like should, or can't, or never, or always? Those are limiting words. Choose words like can, will, able, blessed. And remember from a previous lesson I shared to use this phrase, I have all I need to do all I need to do. And thirdly, affirm the positive today. Choose your words as though you are creating a new life for yourself, and know that indeed you are. Thanks again for joining me for our Awaken the Greater You lesson. This is number 6 out of 11. Tomorrow, we'll investigate how to find more love in your life. It's easier than you think. Tomorrow's lesson, the power of love. Until then, stay safe, treat yourself well, treat others well, and feel and be blessed. See you soon.